Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be covering everything in the new Grand Theft Auto Online update, and we're going to go ahead and start off with the brand new BMW i8 or the Ubermacht Niobe. Anyway guys, if you're new to my channel, if this is the first time you're seeing this, I do lots of GTA content, and consider subscribing if you enjoy this video. But anyways, we're going to be customizing this thing. Let's go ahead and get right into it with the arch covers. Arch covers is the first option, kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. I kind of don't really think it looks that awesome on this car in particular, so I'm going to leave it off for right now. But we will go up on the armor for sure. The brakes as well will go all the way up on those. For the front bumper options, we do have quite a few different ones here. Nothing too like amazing, but I don't like hate any of the options, so like that's a bonus, I guess. I'm gonna go for the carbon extended trim on this build, and then for the rear bumper, oh, that's cool. You can do primary or in carbon. That's actually really sick. And then there's some of these that come with a diffuser on them as well, which is kind of interesting. I kind of wish I could go for the carbon back and a diffuser, but I guess that's okay. I can't really see here too well. Let's go for the diffuser bridge. Why not, I guess, right? So we'll do that. Engine all the way up on this. For the exhaust, we have a few different options here. These are really weird looking exhaust options in my opinion. It's kind of like the i8 in real life, I guess. It's just not really meant to be like a super gasoline performance oriented vehicle. I think I'm going to go with the triple tips because I feel like it's kind of the best option, so I'm going to go for that. For the grille, we got the primary grille, we got the carbon grille, we got the graded grille, which actually looks pretty sick on this, not gonna lie. The horizontal grille, the mesh grille, the ridged grille, I can't even really see that, and the race grille. I think I'll go for the race grille. I feel like it's kind of a cool looking option. I like that it's got the slats in there, so it's kind of neat. For the hood, we can go for the secondary hood, trim hood. We can also go for the secondary hood divider, the smoothed hood as well. Secondary smoothed, we got the trim intake hood. We got that in secondary, or the twin vented hood as well. I think it kind of looks good with the black there, so I think I'm gonna go for the trim intake cover. I feel like that's kind of a cool option. For the lights, we will go xenon. For the neon kit, we will do that just to lower the center of gravity of the car ever so slightly, which will help a little bit with the handling and stuff. Next up, for the color of the car, I'm going to just do this quickly because we're about to go over the liveries. So I'm just going to change it to a silver, and I'll go for like a bluish silver to actually, no, I'll go for shadow silver so I can see that secondary option. For the livery, we have the white arrow stripe, the black arrow stripe as well. We got the white contour, we got the black contour as well, the old school iconic, old school grayscale, the radiance, the Beast 76, the modular race, dense electric, and back to none. I think I'm going to avoid the livery on this car. I don't really think they look that awesome, but we will go ahead and see what we can do to the mirrors here. Custom mirrors, they're okay looking. Race mirrors are really ugly on this, not gonna lie. I do not like those at all. I think I will go for the custom mirrors. I feel like those look pretty good. I feel like it matches up nicely with the rest of the car, so we'll do that. Yellow and black for the plate, of course. For the actual respray now, I was thinking of doing this thing in like a very typical BMW i8 color, like that, sort of like I'd say it's almost a Mariner blue sort of thing. I feel like it does actually look really good in this color, so I think I am actually going to go for that. And then for the secondary color, maybe I'll switch that up and go for like a silver or something like that. We could of course go for black as well, but I feel like it's going to be kind of boring along with the rest of the black that's like already on the car. So could go for like a silver, or maybe a bluish silver actually. I feel like that's kind of nice looking. I feel like I kind of like that. Let's just go for that option for right now. For the interior, I think that I wouldn't mind going for like a cream or something like that maybe. I feel like that's kind of nice looking, or a bleached brown maybe. I feel like that looks good. Let's go ahead and throw that on. For the roof, we can go secondary. We can also go for a carbon roof. We can go for an aerial. Some vortex generators, secondary roof with the aerial, or the vortex generators, or carbon roof with those same options. We also got the hood scoop, or sorry, the roof scoop, I should say. I'm not a big fan of that though. Honestly, I feel like the carbon roof kind of looks good, except the thing that I don't like about it is how much black there is on the car. I feel like it doesn't really match up too well, so I might just go for like the aerial on the regular stock roof. I feel like that's kind of an okay looking option, so we'll go for that. For the skirts, I will go for some carbon skirts of some sort. I just don't know which ones yet. Maybe the carbon wing skirts, those are kind of okay looking. At the same time, the carbon street skirts or just the regular like carbon skirts are kind of nice. So I'm gonna go for carbon skirts, but we'll go through the rest of these options. Oh, just canards on the side of the car. That's so ugly, man. I don't know. I don't want to see any of you guys using that option. That is kind of gross looking to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but... so we got the lip spoiler, we got the ducktail here, secondary ducktail, trim sport spoiler, carbon sport spoiler, we got the crazy GT wing, we got the GT wing Mark II, and all that stuff. I think I'm just gonna go for the ducktail. I feel like it's the best looking option, and it's very small, so I kind of like that. As far as the suspension goes, I feel like I don't really want to slam it all the way down. I think I'll go street suspension. I feel like slamming it would be kind of overkill. We'll go race transmission. We'll go turbo on this thing as well. We'll go for some wheels. You know what? I actually got some new wheels unlocked recently, the Forged Star. So I kind of want to try those out on this car. So we'll go ahead and throw those on, and we'll do them in a black. Just, you know, it's a safe bet. So we'll do that, and then we'll also go bulletproof on the tires, and then we will tint the windows. Let's do dark smoke today. I think that's gonna be good. And that's about it. This thing's looking pretty sweet. Let's take it outside. We're gonna do a sound test as well as a full review on the car, of course. So let's quickly take a listen here. Okay, not gonna lie, I feel like it's very similar to the i8 in real life, where it just doesn't really sound like anything. If you didn't know, the i8 in real life, I think has a 3-cylinder and then like 2 electric motors or something that power it, and it actually only makes like 345 horsepower, which is like not much for a car that costs like 200 grand new. I feel like it's low-key a little bit underwhelming. However, in GTA, I must say this thing is quite fast, but I am noticing something really weird about it, and I feel like it's extremely small. I feel like this thing is kind of like the overflawed Entity XXR in the fact that it's like really tiny feeling. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Let's see next to the G-Wagon. No, it's longer. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. It just feels very small, and I don't know, it's kind of strange, but so far my initial impressions are it's quite quick. It is quite quick. Like it has really good like mid-range acceleration, which I do like. So that's a positive, I guess. It does have really skinny tires, which is something I noticed during the sound test that I'm kind of not a really big fan of, but I mean, I don't know, you can't win them all, I guess, you know. As far as the performance goes though, like the acceleration's very good and everything. I do feel like this thing actually should have maybe had wider tires, because I feel like the handling is a little bit on the weaker side. I don't know. It kind of has a bit of an understeer thing going. I feel like it's not like turning as well as I kind of thought it would, and yeah, it's got a little bit of understeer. It's not terrible, like it's definitely not the worst car I've ever driven, but it's not the best either. Let's just say that. The handling, it's pretty good. It's still pretty good. It goes around corners relatively well, and it's relatively predictable, but it's got a lot of body roll. I'm kind of wondering if maybe going for a lower suspension option kind of would have been better in terms of like dealing with the body roll, because it definitely feels like it's a very heavy car, I would say. So that might be something to keep in mind for sure, guys. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the Ubermacht Niobe customization and review in Grand Theft Auto Online. Again, as I said at the start of the video, I'm covering everything today, so stay tuned for the next video. I will have another customization coming out very shortly after this. Anyway, guys, leave a like if you enjoy it, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you're new, going for 300K this year. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.